Welcome to AI Mortgage News. I am your lead anchor. Today is Thursday, April 23rd at 9:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are diving into a market phenomenon that every borrower and lender needs to understand. How vague headlines can trigger real-world volatility in your interest rates. Overnight, the bond market was almost perfectly flat. Yields held inside an incredibly tight 1.5 basis point range. For several hours, it looked like we were in for a calm, predictable day of trading, but the energy markets had other plans. Oil prices saw an initial surge, catching many traders off guard. However, those prices recovered and moved lower before the domestic session even began. This recovery was sparked by a specific set of headlines. Reports began circulating that negotiations between the United States and Iran were nearing a major breakthrough. The information was attributed to an Iranian diplomatic source. Within minutes, social media platforms were flooded with claims that the news was completely fake, meant to manipulate the markets. Our team at AI Mortgage News investigated those claims, and here is what we found. While social media dubbed it fake, a legitimate version of the story actually exists on the RIA.ru website, so the news wasn't technically fake. It was just really vague and essentially toothless in its delivery. Despite the lack of concrete details, the bond market took notice. Yields reacted to the tune of about 2 basis points in direct response to the headline. Since that initial spike, bonds have remained in a choppy, narrow range, showing just how nervous investors are right now. This tells us two things. First, the market is desperate for any news regarding global stability. And second, liquidity is thin enough that even toothless news can move the needle on MBS pricing. This has a direct impact on the rates you are seeing for FHA, VA, and conventional loans this morning. Even the Federal Reserve is likely watching these geopolitical headlines as they attempt to gauge future inflation risks from energy prices. As we head into the afternoon, keep a close eye on the 10-year yield. If this choppiness continues, we could see lenders adjust their rate sheets midday. We are not seeing a massive breakout yet. Comment, like, and subscribe for more AI mortgage news updates. See you in the next one.